like, I'm going to Vegas for a week. I'm like, you're gonna die. Yeah. I come all the way from Las Vegas. You guys, anyone ever been to Vegas in here? Vegas? Huh? Wow. A few sinners in here. Good. Good. Vegas is awesome, man. It's like Disneyland for adults, you guys. It's great. Right? It's fun. People get crazy about Vegas. I was in North Dakota performing. Again, career on fire. Right? And I'm there and I say, I live in Las Vegas. This lady stands up in the back of the room. She's like, oh, Vegas! Whoa! Whoa! I'm like, oh my gosh. She's like, I'm going to Vegas for a week. I'm like, you're gonna die. You don't go to Vegas for a week. 3 days will mess you up for a while. Yeah. There's fun stuff there, but man. Recently, I performed at Planet Hollywood. Before I moved there, they put me up there and I stayed there. And what's cool about Planet Hollywood, you guys, they have celebrity-themed rooms, which is pretty sweet. Yeah. One of my audiences, I asked if anybody had stayed there before. This one lady, she's like, yes. I'm like, did you get a celebrity-themed room? She's like, yeah, I got the Psycho movie room. I'm like, whoa. I'm like, did you shower? She's like, no, not once. I just let Vegas soak in. I'm like, that is much more dangerous. Right? That is a dirty place. Right? But I was fortunate enough, I got the Indiana Jones room. You guys, pretty sweet. Yeah. Came with a whip, which was awesome. Yeah, would have been a lot better if I was with my lady, but I was just with my buddy Jake. It was a little bit awkward. Yeah, he ended up in the emergency room. It got really weird. All right? Okay, all right, guys. Any dude in here finds a whip in their hotel room, you're gonna play with it, all right? Okay? We're children. That's how we work. Guys go there, they become Indiana Jones in Vegas for a night. That's just how it works, all right? But what I thought would be cool for these celebrity-themed rooms is if they had an audio recording of whatever celebrity you got welcoming you into the room as you open the door. Would that be kind of cool? Right? Yeah, you get like the Christopher Walken room. You guys know that guy? Right, you open up that door, you'd be like, hi. Welcome to Las Vegas. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna drink, we're gonna dance, we're gonna gamble. You're gonna need your energy. So come on in, lay down. I'm gonna watch you sleep. Might be a little awkward, right?
Here's the thing about me, folks. I just got back from Vegas. Has anyone been to Vegas? Yeah. I love Vegas. I love the slogan. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. You know what they say about Provo? What happens in Provo happens before 10 p.m. Little different in Provo. I do love that slogan. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. They're talking about your money. I love Vegas. Just got back from doing shows. Have you guys been there lately? Oh man, it was crazy. Every time I go to Vegas, I do crazy stuff. Like the other day, I got drunk and I went dove hunting. I was pretty good with a gun. I was like, bam, 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 bam. Woo, the magician was pissed. David Copperfield hates me.
I don't know if we have any gamblers out in the crowd. Anybody? Oh, wow. Good for you. All right, my gosh. Ooh, you might be able to get rid of your hat. Good to have you here. Do you get to Las Vegas at all?
She doesn't like me.
She doesn't like you to go. All right, so you just go when she's asleep. So that's another happy marriage up front. Okay, anyway, you know what? I think Las Vegas gets people nuts. I think the gambling gets people crazy. I was in the washroom at one of the casinos. There's a guy in there dropping quarter after quarter into the urinal, hitting the lever and yelling, another flush, another flush. I was gonna say something to the guy, then my hand dryer paid off. So, got while the getting was good. Had a weird experience in Las Vegas. I was playing a slot machine at one of the casinos. The woman at the slot machine next to me hit this huge jackpot. Then for some unknown reason, she gave all the money to me and stabbed herself. At least that's what I told the police. So, happy to be elsewhere. But anyway,
Anyway, yeah, I lived in Vegas for 3 years. And I'll tell you something about Vegas. If you go there, if you gamble, I don't know if you do or not, but if you gamble, they give you a free room. And that might be great if you're, people probably are doing very well for yourselves. MGM, Bellagio guests. But I'm strictly a circus dude. That's like the low rent on the Vegas Strip, yeah. So the guy calls me from the front desk because I got a complimentary room. And he's fishing for a tip. He goes, "Sir, are you enjoying your complimentary room here at the Circus? I'm like, am I? You saved me almost $14 online. I'll tell you, they don't like the sarcasm at the front desk of the Circus. The guy starts pointing out amenities, because God love him, he's still holding on to the dream of a $5 tip on a $14 room. He says, "Sir, I don't know if you've looked around the room or not, but there are many amenities for your enjoyment. For instance, we've given you a circular bed." Okay. Really? Anybody ever try and sleep in a circular bed? It's the worst night's sleep you'll ever have, because when you sleep unconsciously, your foot and hand seek out the edge of the bed. So in a circular bed, you spend all night doing this nonsense. By 8 in the morning, you've run 2.5 miles. You're exhausted.
But it's all cool. I need to let you know right off the bat that this stutter is 100% real. But for some of the storytelling purposes, I do fake the stutter. So I want anybody to say, "He doesn't really stutter." Trust me. My mama says, "Jody, we'll never forget your first word." She said, "We don't know what in the world you said." But it had about 12 syllables. We thought you were going to be a genius or something. I try to bring awareness to stuttering through humor. That's what. And then one of the biggest pet peeves for people who stutter is when people want to finish our sentences for us. And a lot of times I don't care, but sometimes I do care. I was flying out to Las Vegas for a gig a couple of years ago, and I was sitting next to a sweet lady, and she wasn't trying to be ugly. She just didn't know any better. But she asked me. She said, "So, where are you staying?" I said, "I'm staying at the She said, "MGM?" I said, "No, ma'am. No, ma'am." I said, "I'm staying at the She said, "Mirage?" I said, "No, ma'am, not there either." I said, "I'm staying at the She said, "Monte Carlo?" I said, "Lady, this ain't named that tune. You ain't gonna win nothing." I'm staying at the Bellagio. I was really staying at Mandalay Bay, but she didn't need to know all that stuff. But
Next question, always ask, how many keys? After how you gonna pay? They always say, how many keys? And I'll be honest with you people, I'm always flying, I take a red eye as late as possible. It's me, I look like I've been traveling all day, and I just say 1 key. Every single time, the person behind the desk is a little disappointed. Like they wanna think something about the stranger social life that travels through their town. 1 key is all I say, except when I was in Las Vegas. You know Las Vegas, people. That's whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Kind of sleazy. And I'm playing a place like the Hard Rock or whatever, kind of the center of sin in Sin City. And the guy says his little thing, he goes, "How many keys?" But wait, look around. You know where you are? This is adult fantasy land, buddy. Anything you think of, we can make happen. How many keys? How many keys? How many keys? How many keys? And I'm thinking, let's give him a story. Give me 38. I'm just gonna leave him from here to the Luxor in case I get lost. They're like breadcrumbs. I don't want to be left out in this city, no way. I want, oh, there's mine, okay, I'm good. No, I asked for 1 key because I'm married and I'm happily married. I love saying that. Yeah, you can woo that. Oh, look at you people. Yeah, I say that because I thank you for that because I live in Hollywood. Parts of Hollywood, you say you're happily married. They look at you like you just said you bought a purple unicorn. What? I've seen the most expensive hotel room in the entire world. I played the Atlantis Hotel Casino. There they have 1 room, believe it or not, $25,000 a night. Yeah, I'm so glad you people went, whew, because, I've been in some, yeah, and that's not a good. So I'm glad people are impressed. And when they're not renting it out, they will give you a tour of the room for $25. Pretty bargain. I wanted to see what a $25,000 suite looked like. I was working there for a week. They didn't have it rented one day. So me and about 13 people, strangers all, met at the front desk, paid our $25, and we're getting a tour of a room that's about 5 times the size of this room with a tour guide. And the funny part to me was that the tour guide was trying to talk the people who were taking the tour into renting the room. Like somebody spending $25 to see the room is thinking about spending $25,000 to sleep there. Like there's one guy in my little group that's thinking to himself, okay. Let me get this straight. Does my $25 count towards the $25,000? Because I could probably do $24,975, but $25,25, way out of my league.
I don't know. I flew to Vegas. Vegas is crazy. I don't know. The plane flight to Vegas is so weird. It's so emotional, The plane flight to Vegas is awesome. Everybody's in a great mood. They're like, we're going to Vegas! Let's go! People doing shots are like, ah! It's like a madhouse, And then the Sunday night flight away from Vegas, that's got a whole nother attitude on that plane. Everybody on that plane's like, shut up and give me a ginger ale. And shut your fat face. People coming home going, honey, did you like the house? Yeah. Let's get rid of the house, huh? Play blackjack sometimes, Blackjack's a weird game. It's like it's up to 21, There's no skill in it. It's like, come on, It's just pure luck. I always get a 20. The dealer gives me a 20. I'm like, I'm going to stick. And then he'll always get a 21. And I got to be happy about it. There's a bunch of cameras watching me. And I got to be like, you're a real card shark there, kid. Boy, oh boy, you really got me. I tell you, yeah, that's fun. You got a 21. Just want to take the table and go, get out of here.
I also perform on land. I've performed in every state. People always ask, what's my favorite city? Hard to pick a favorite. I love all of them. Las Vegas is interesting. Everything's allowed there. We were coming in from the airport. I saw a sign on the freeway that said, buckle up. It's our only law. When I got married, I took my wife to Las Vegas for our honeymoon to be romantic. We went up to a roulette table and we bet on our ages. If we want to bet on our ages now, we have to play Keno.
It's silly. Everything is getting so complex. Nothing is simple anymore. I went to Vegas. I like you guys here because I talked about partying here. You guys keep it simple here. It's nice. You're classy. You keep it good. I went to Vegas. I went dancing for the first time. Are you guys a dancing kind of group? You seem like energetic. I like you. I like you. You go out dancing, right? Oh, look at you got the moves already. Is that how you dance? That's so cool. I love dancing. That's why I was goofing off. I love dancing because it just puts you in a good mood, right? But dancing has changed so much. I was working a gig in Vegas, and then I decided to go to a club for the first time in forever. And if you're over 40, ladies, you guys know everything has changed. If you're under 20, you don't get it, right? Okay? Because like when we used to go dancing, right? Remember, ladies, we used to put on a pretty little dress. We always wanted to look classy. We'd put on a pretty dress. We'd wait for a man to ask us to dance, right? And then when they'd ask you to dance, we'd walk out on the dance floor. And as they were watching you walk, you're thinking to yourself, oh my gosh, I hope he doesn't look at my butt. I hope my butt doesn't look big. I hope he doesn't look right. We didn't want him looking at our butts. Have you seen Dancing Now? Someone's like, hey, do you want to dance? And they're like, well, sure, here I come. All right. Hey, thanks for asking me to dance. Oh my gosh, I love this song. I love it. This is my favorite. I love it. I love it. I love it. I am so shy. I am so shy. I'm Francis. What's your name? What's your name? I'm Francis. I'm really sorry, ma'am. I didn't realize. You were so close. I'm really sorry. If we were in a different town, you'd owe me $1. But not here. Can you imagine? Isn't that crazy? It's like, where are you going? I like this song. Let's dance another one. It's so people do things weird.